Thank you all so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I'm really excited. I get to talk about one of my favorite topics in the world, which is tower gardens. I'll just start off and give you a little bit of background about me, my backstory. I'm a mom to three, my youngest being special needs, who I homeschool, a runner, health enthusiast, a wife, of course, too, to a wonderful husband who's very supportive. And that's a little bit about my backstory here. I've been growing with tower gardens for about not quite 2 years. And I love it. I love it. And I'll never go back to soil gardening. Nothing against soil gardening, but I love my towers. For me, it all started back in 2020. I know we all are very familiar with 2020, the year of COVID, right? My husband, a very sweet man, said we need comfort food, we need alcohol, all this stuff to get us through the year. So we did that. And I gained, 20 plus pounds that year. I was heavier than I was even when I was pregnant, very unhealthy, feeling unhealthy. It was awful. 2021 came and I was starting to get back into the mindset that I need to make changes. And my friend Nikki posted her towers on Facebook. I saw them and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing ever. We just bought this house in 2019. We moved from another home, and our old home, my husband built me outdoors this beautiful garden. He spent like $600 to $800 on it, just gorgeous. And when we moved, I lost my garden. And he said, we're not doing that again here because I'm in Michigan. We have very short summers, short growing season, like 3 to 4 months a year. And he said, it's just not worth it to spend that kind of money again. I was bummed, but I was like, okay. But then I saw Nikki's garden and I was like, okay, this is a game changer because now in Michigan, I can grow year round. I love this. So I talked to my husband about it. 2021 and he's okay, I don't want to be too hasty. So we shopped around. We looked at other systems too. I did comparisons and Tower Garden won hands down. We have adjustable lights, which other systems don't. So the lights can grow with the plants. It's the food grade plastic. It meets European standards, not US standards, which was really huge to me too. Knowing about US food standards, European standards just blow them out of the park. So I was really happy about that. The tower itself is made in the USA and they have a really awesome payment plan, which made it totally doable for me. So 2022, pulled the trigger and bought my first tower and fell in love. And Nikki was telling me there's a way if I want, I can earn some money back on my tower and help offset the cost by sharing with others and help others start growing. So I was like, sure, let's give it a try. We'll do this. Why not? And so I entered the company that way through the Tower Garden door, like a lot of people do. And being part of the company, I started to learn about the Juice Plus side of things. Who I'm going to be honest, at first I was like, I don't need Juice Plus. I'm a big believer that we should get all of our vitamins and nutrients from the food we eat. I think I even told Nikki that. And I started learning more, though, that the food we eat, it doesn't have the same nutritional value that it did 30, 40, 50 years ago because of the quality of our soil, how much it's gone down. So even if I think I'm eating well, which my diet wasn't perfect yet at that point, but if I think I'm eating well, I'm not getting everything I really need. So I said, sure, let's give Juice Plus a try. Got my whole family on it, got my daughter on it. She is 10 years old now, special needs, and part of her disorder was low iron. She's had low iron her whole life. We've tried prescription iron, we've tried over-the-counter iron, we've done iron with vitamin C. Nothing brought her iron levels up. 6 months on Juice Plus, we went to her pediatrician, and her pediatrician said, oh, her iron's normal. I was like, what? Wait, are you sure? And she goes, I'm positive. She goes, you still giving her the iron supplement? I said, no. I said, we discontinued that because she didn't like it and it wasn't doing anything for her. I told her then that we are giving her Juice Plus. And this was very validating. She looked at me, she goes, oh, that's probably the kale and the spinach and the Juice Plus that's boosting her iron levels. Keep it up. I was like, okay, first, if you've known about this, why didn't you tell me about this sooner? But really happy that I knew I was doing good by my daughter. So sold on Juice Plus at that point. And then I got into the community more, the business side of it. And being a stay-at-home mom with a special needs daughter, it gets lonely at times. I'm not able to engage with other mothers when we go out because I'm helping my daughter. So it does get lonely. So having that sense of community that this company has provided has been huge for me. It's like just filled my heart. It's been beautiful. And the company, they're all very health oriented, very health inspiring people. And when you surround yourself with people who are trying to live healthy and share health, it has an effect on you. And you start doing better because you start learning more. And so that's what I did. And I haven't looked back. I've been growing towers now. I have two. I've been growing my business. I've been just growing health. I absolutely love it. This has been the best yes I've ever said. So yeah, so that's a little bit of my backstory and how I got involved with Tower Garden and Juice Plus. The company itself, I also, as learning about it, very transparent, which is something I really feel has been lacking in our world. Very transparent. They have research on the products. You can go look at it. They are NSF certified. If you don't know what that means, reach out to the person who invited you, because it's better than organic, and it's transparency. And I love that about the company as well. So yeah, that's a little bit about my backstory. And I'm going to show you guys my towers because they're my favorite thing in the world and I absolutely love them. Let me get my camera turned around here for you. There it is. Let's see. Oh, that's not it. Hold on here. Okay, there we go. Okay, move my chair out of the way. Okay, so these are my towers and I love them. I've got a flex model and a home model. I'm in Michigan, like I said, so the growing season's really short here. But with these, I've been able to grow year round and I love it. I grow solely indoors, and people, I see on other sites, you can't grow this, you can't grow that. You know what? That's all hogwash because you can. I have grown last winter. Let me show you my flex because everything I've got growing on here, I grew last winter and I love it. And I just started this one. Okay, so this one, I just put everything in it about 4 or 5 weeks ago. So it's really just like boom since then. So let me just show you. This is bell pepper. Yes, you can grow bell pepper indoor. I have cucumber down here. I'll show you my bigger cucumber plant on this side because it's got some little babies that are starting. A couple there. We've got some right there. You can see they're small because they're about 4 weeks old, but you can grow cucumbers indoors. You can grow beans indoors. These right here are called dragon's tongue beans. I've got a ton of them. You can grow beans indoors. Let's see, I've got more on this side, more beans on this side. Right here, tomatillo. You can grow tomatillo indoors. You can grow kale indoors. You can grow mini broccoli indoors. These just blow my mind. Jalapenos. I got jalapeno growing, 3 different kinds of hot peppers. This is going to be pink celery when it gets a little bigger, still a baby. Tomatoes, guys, tomatoes. Look at that, that's flowering. I got tiny Tims and orange hats growing. Watercress up there. Green onion, and this is all still pretty young. Like I said, I just planted it about 4 weeks ago, so it's got a lot of growth still to do, but guys, I'm growing this all indoors. How freaking cool is that? Just blows my mind. Okay, so I'll take you to my home unit now. This one's smaller. This is my home unit. This one is going to hold a lot of my herbs and my leafy greens, my salads. So I've got like a purple lady bok choy you'll see growing down here. Let's see if I can shine the light on that more. Just lettuce varieties, lettuce, chard, oregano, basil, and this is cool. So up at the top, these are strawberries, and I have grown these. Look, here's one can you see that? Let's see here. There you go. That's a strawberry, guys, growing indoors on my tower. And look at these are all little strawberries starting. All the flowers. My daughter loves strawberries, and they are #1 on the Dirty Dozen list like every single year. So this was a must-have for me to grow, and I'm doing it, and I'm loving it. Just amazing. And like over the summer, I grew some medicinal plants. I grew calendula, I grew borage, I grew, I'm trying to think what the other, St. John's wort, and I've harvested them. I've infused oils with them. This is food, this is medicine. I just love my towers. Let me give you one more look because they're just so beautiful. So look at that. And this one I have an extension on. So you can add an extension to either one. It gives you some more growing space. Those are microgreen pots I have added to that one. So my green onions will go in there. I've grown peas out of those. My strawberries are actually growing out of microports too. And I'm hoping to propagate them and fill up the bottom row. Strawberries are really easy to propagate. I'm just waiting for those runners to come out. But yeah, so these are my towers. And gosh, can I just say, I just love them. Look at that, I got bush beans growing up here. There's some bush beans. I forgot what this is. Oh, this is arugula. I got arugula right there. These are my baby collards. I don't know if you saw it in the intro with the pictures, but I grew collards last winter. They were bigger than my head. They were huge. My husband's from Georgia, so we love our collards here in this house. But yeah, let's see if I can turn it. There we go. All right, so that's my towers, and I love them. Seriously, guys, needs to become like a regular kitchen appliance. Every household really needs one of these. This is taking control of our food. This is health, growing in your home, growing outside of your home. This is a money saver because you're saving money at the grocery store from produce you're buying. You're not wasting food and throwing it away because it spoils. Grocery store produce is about 2 weeks old by the time it reaches the shelves. So it's lost nutritional value and lost shelf life at that point. Tower to table, it's tower to table. So you're not really losing any of that.